We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration.
Good morning, CSL.
Good morning.
Oh, y'all can do better than that. Good morning, CSL. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and stand up and do our opening song, which is Spirit is in this place. Singing out joyfully. There we go. We have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. Spirit, send this. Spirit, send this place. Spirit, send this. Spirit, send this place.
Yeah.
Spirit, send this. Spirit, send this place. Raise a room. Spirit, send this place. Raise a room. Spirit, send this place. Yes, yes, we love that kind of energy. Good morning, CSL family. And welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. My name is Antonio Edwards. I'm the music director here. Thank you for joining us in person or online. Just a reminder, if you cannot be in the room with us, there are 3 ways to join us and join our spiritual community: online with Facebook, YouTube, and via our website, cslftl.org, by selecting the live stream tab. If you are a first-time guest, we are so glad you're here, and we will have a gift for you. If you have not had a chance to fill out the visitor card, please stop by our guest services to complete one. Let us know how you found us, your name, and your email address. If you are watching us online for the first time, please let us know in the comments section or visit our website's Contact Us tab and complete the inquiry form. While you're there, please take a tour of our website and learn more about us. If you sign up for our e-newsletter, you will be in the know of all of the upcoming classes and events. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download our app listed as Center for Spiritual Living, FL, which stands for Fort Lauderdale. We'd love if you would reshare our post and our app with your followers and your friends. So at CSL, we have an intention statement that says who we are and how we want to be present in the world. Please join me in standing, and we will say it together. Afterward, greet your neighbor with a hello, handshake, or a namaste, keeping in mind that some people are still practicing social distancing. So, CSL Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service. Amen. in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Oh, 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 wonderful Spirit. Pour your joy in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Oh, 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 wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Oh, 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 wonderful Spirit. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Oh, 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 wonderful Spirit. Sing your song in me. Sing your song into my heart. Oh, 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 wonderful Spirit. Sing your song in me. Sing your song into my heart. Oh, 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 wonderful Spirit. Yes, Hal. Come on now. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Oh, 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 wonderful Spirit.
Well, good morning, CSL. How you living today? All right, all right. Welcome, welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Reverend Skip Jennings. I'm your senior minister, spiritual director here in this beautiful place we call home. And if you're brand new, please stand up. We just want to give you a welcome from our heart. If you're brand new, first-time visitors, stand up so we can just give you a round of applause. Welcome, yes. Welcome. We have some new friends from LA. Welcome from LA, because I'm an LA boy, but I live here in Florida. It's my home. But we just like to give you a little bit of a blessing and some love from our hearts. So with our members and those who are the veterans of our community, just repeat after me. Welcome to CSL. Welcome to CSL. We know who you are. You are the divine emanation of love. You are blessed and you are a blessing. We love you. We thank Spirit for you. Welcome to CSL. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. And don't forget to please stop by our membership and stop by our front desk. We have a gift for you, and fill out your card so we can stay connected with you. So a practitioner is someone who's given their life to Spirit. They are a part of our community that prays for us, that loves us, that holds us. A practitioner is someone that can remember the consciousness for you when you cannot. So we have two people coming up to represent our practitioner core. First of all, we're going to invite our brother JC to come up to give us our invocation, our reading. And then I'm going to invite our own Dr. Fur to come up to give us our core value today. So everyone, just give some love to JC. Welcome, brother. Good to see you. Good morning.
Am I on? All right. Good morning, CSL. Yeah, so I'm grateful to be here. This is our opportunity to pray in, so I invite everybody to close your eyes with me, and let's just take a deep breath together. And just knowing right off the bat that as we breathe in, that Spirit, it's pouring itself in us, through us, and as us. And I'm grateful to recognize Spirit as all that there is. God, life, the universe, this planet, every living creature on this planet, the elements, it's all God, life, it's all Spirit, it's all one energy. And it's always pouring itself in, through, and as us. We are one with it. We are connected to all that it is. All that it is, we are. The wholeness, the love, the peace, the joy, the harmony, the balance, all the qualities of God, of life, of Spirit, the divine. It's who and what we are. It's what each person here is. We're all individual emanations of this one life, of God, of Spirit. Perfect, whole, complete, wholeness, oneness. It's all right here, right now, in, through, and as this service. Everyone participating in this service, whether you're here in person, whether you're live streaming, the musicians, the speakers, the practitioners, the audio video guys, the ushers, meditators, all the congregants, everybody here. We're all connected, we're all one, and we get to bless this time together and give thanks for this time together, knowing that it unfolds perfectly in a way that reveals truth and healing and wholeness and oneness and all of the qualities of God for each one of us here today. So for this and so much more, I give thanks, and so it is. Amen. All right. Today's selected reading comes from Get Over It, Thought Therapy for Healing the Hard Stuff by Iyanla Van Zandt, and is entitled The Get Over It Tools. Today, almost all of us have a cell phone or other device that allows us to interact with one another. In many cases, these devices have become a necessity in both our business and our personal lives. We recognize the importance of being and staying connected. We want to talk and listen to those we care about, and we want them to hear us. Paradoxically, many people who routinely dial, post, text, and tweet friends and family around the world have failed to activate their free 24/7 direct access to the divine. Now, why is that? This unhackable, uncensored communication medium that I'm referring to, the unsurpassed method of talking to God, Source, higher self, Spirit, or whatever name you use for the divine, this communication medium is prayer. Prayer is the process of communication that allows each of us to turn within and connect with this divine spark, the presence of God that exists as the essence of our being. I encourage you to consider that this source is within you. So often we pray to an external entity or deity, and then we want and wait for something outside of ourselves to do something for us. Because we are endeavoring to transform the mind, it's important to turn within and create a connection to the source of our thoughts, our beliefs, our expectations, and ultimately influences your experiences. In a nutshell, prayer is the way and the means by which we connect with God at the core of our being. It is like a person-to-person phone call to God within the person who is making the call. And so it is.
Good morning, CSL. My name is Ferdinand Cabrera, and I'm one of the practitioners here at the center. I'm honored today to present you the core values of our center. So at CSL, we have 7 core values that represent our spiritual compass and give us our intention to expand and grow our consciousness. These core values are love, healing, oneness, abundance, spiritual growth, service, secret service, diversity, and inclusivity. Today, I'm highlighting the principle of abundance. And back in my journey a few years ago, 2012, I became in contact with a book by Dennis Mary Jones. He's a very well author, and he teaches abundance just in alignment with the principle of science of mind. In this book, the art of uncertainty, there was a chapter that really called my soul. And the name of the chapter is Abundance, the Gift Already Given. He wrote, and I quote, "Abundance is something you can gain or lose. It's not something you can sell, trade, or lose. Rather, it's an unseen field of energy." When Dyer, which is one of my favorite teachers, expressed abundance is the principle that you align with, and by doing so, it will serve us. Because as we align ourselves with abundance, what we're doing is converting its energy into that what we can see, meaning prosperity. Abundance, then, is an omnipresent universal principle, not a material thing. Abundance is already here, working for us, as we choose to turn to it. The poet Rumi says, "The source is with you, and the whole world is springing from it. The source is full, and its waters are flowing. Do not grieve. Drink your fill. Do not think that this ever run dry, this endless of good." So, we know that the universe is expanding at the speed of light. And you and me are part of that expansion. So the reality is that there's more than enough. And the principle of abundance makes clear that there's no shortage of anything good in the universe. The only lack appears to be our lack of understanding that we have access to that good always, and we must keep it flowing. So, how we can activate abundance in our lives? I have a few ideas for you. Number one, be open and receptive to allow ourselves to think what is possible for our life based on what we know now. I have a quick short story. I have a friend that lives in Minneapolis, and he goes to state prisons to share spiritual principles with the inmates that are open and receptive to it. So in one of those inmates, he was there for life. And they start working with him. They start asking him, well, how do you see your life? If you will be able to get out of here, these walls, what will you do? What relationship will you have? What type of work will you do? So the law always works its way. It happened to be that his case is being reviewed as he's in the process to being released back to society. Is that wonderful? So, number two, establish an awareness of oneness with the universe. The universe is in ceaseless motion, and that's the original flow of life. Number three, we must activate the law of giving and receiving. We refer this as the principle of circulation. We know that life is energy in motion, so energy needs to continue to move in order to maintain balance and good health. In other words, we must grow or we will perish. This circulation includes everything in our lives, from our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with others, and our relationship with money, subject. So, money is only one form of energy in motion, but it has to flow unrestrictively in order to serve us and others in self-affirming ways. Circulation is a natural principle, and we must learn how to honor and complete that cycle, because that's how abundance manifests in the form of prosperity in every area of our lives. And number four, and not the last, gratitude. We need to live in gratitude. When we know and we are aware of all what we have been given, the right state of consciousness of mind is being grateful for everything, challenges, difficult situations, because that's why we grow. In closing, Dr. Ernest Holmes stated that prosperity is the picture of substance in our affairs. We must receive, utilize, and extend the gift. This is a triangular process where we are receiving, utilizing, and releasing the energy. So my beloved friends, this is the time for us to embrace and embody the principle of abundance. Do your daily spiritual practice. Take classes to expand your understanding and consciousness. If you feel stuck, call one of our practitioners. Let us help you expand your consciousness. Today is a new day for you and me. And today I declare that abundance resides in us now. Thank you, and so it is.
Once again, good morning, CSL. We have many activities here at CSL. For more information and registration, go to cslftl.org or the CSL app. We have licensed spiritual practitioners available for prayer in the sanctuary immediately after service. Would all of our practitioners please stand? If you would like prayer, please see one of these practitioners wearing a purple stole. You can also call the prayer line, which is 954-990-5625, or receive a prayer from the app by clicking on the prayer button. We have a youth center that is growing and thriving. Our wonderful team shares the same message that we teach here in the sanctuary, but with a youthful approach. Feel free to swing by before or after service to learn more. You are invited to join us for flow meditation and gentle yoga Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 noon here in the sanctuary. Visioning a way of life. It's not too late to sign up for Reverend Skip's and Fran Winslow's visioning class. Class begins or meets on Wednesday nights from 7 to 9 here in the center as well as on Zoom. Sign up today at the guest services table or via the app. CSL Visioning Corps, join the ministry team and the CSL Visioning Corps every third Sunday directly after service. Be sure to bring your journal and be willing to catch a new vision for our community beginning today. We have a new member class. You can officially join our CSL family by becoming a CSL member. The next class is Sunday, April 23rd after service. The Forever Young group is held every fourth Sunday of the month. They will be hosting a movie, Gratitude Revealed, here in the sanctuary on April 23rd following service. Also, please join us for our annual meeting that is going to be on Sunday, May 7th, immediately following the service. Please join Reverend Tina and Juan Carlos Siqueiros for a complimentary workshop to preview their upcoming class, Meditation, Awakening the Universe. The preview workshop is held on April 30th, directly after service. Meditation, Awakening the Universe will begin Tuesday, May 2nd, from 7 to 9. To sign up for that class, go to our website or the app. Golden Havana Nights. Our annual gala is Saturday, April 29th, 2023. And please welcome Maylene So Free up now with a special announcement.
La vida se gana,
penas se van cantando. Oh, hay que llorar. De la vida se carnaval y las penas se van cantando.
Don't forget to get your tickets. April 29th. Come get your lighting on. Get some spice.
Yes. And that does complete our service for today. If you have not already, please purchase your ticket today in the lobby. Please join us in celebration of life for our beloved Shelley Blair on April 30th. That is going to be at 2 p.m. here in the sanctuary. And lastly, please remember to visit our book stand where you can purchase the book of the month and other publications for your spiritual growth. Grab a t-shirt or two, and proceeds help support our CSL community. That is our announcements. Thank you very much. Loving Spirit dwells in me. This is my divinity. As within, so without. All I need is here and now. Where there's error, let me love. May I have no fear. And all the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving Spirit dwells in me now and evermore. Loving Spirit dwells in me. This is my divinity. As within, so without. All I need is here and now. Where there's error, let me love. May I have no fear. All the power, all the glory, I surrender, let it be. Loving Spirit dwells in me now and evermore.
Antonio, you're never allowed to sing that song again before I got to speak. How amazing is that? Because that's what we're here to learn, that there is a loving spirit in each and every one of you. Listen, we talk a lot up here. We get a lot of head sense. We get a lot of things that's happening in our heads. But until we have a full embodiment of what it means to know that there is a loving spirit that lives within you, will we ever go through our spiritual growth? I'm grateful that you chose that song, brother. Thank you. Please give our music ministry some more love. Before I go into my talk, there's a special announcement that we're going to make on behalf of the Board of Trustees. I'm going to invite our Jeannie Looper Smith and also John Pritchard to come Stage and make this special announcement.
Good morning. On behalf of the board, Jeannie and I have the pleasure of introducing you to the first recipient of the Dr. Chris Michaels Scholarship Award. As some of you might remember, Dr. Chris, when he retired after 33 years as a spiritual leader and a teacher, the board wanted to do something to create a legacy in his honor. So we decided to create a scholarship under his name. We worked with the Spiritual Center, Spiritual Living Center, as well as the Holmes Institute, and worked with the two deans to create a scholarship award under these schools. Typically, ministerial school is 2 to 3 years long. It's about $6,500 per year. So through your generosity, last year when we had Dr. Chris's event, we were able to raise the money for the scholarship, and we are proud to announce the winner today. It's for a second-year student, so we wanted to show that they've completed their first year, they're committed to the school and to the teaching. The criteria was they were committed to New Thought and Science of Mind. Their GPA was 3.0 or better. They had a vision for where they wanted their future to be, and they had a very unique story of how they found CSL and what CSL means to them. So, Jeannie?
Thank you, John. As John said, the board wanted to do something special to honor Dr. Chris Michaels when he retired. Now, Dr. Chris did not want a big deal to be made of it. He certainly didn't want his name on a building or even on a room. And a sandwich or a drink named after him just did not seem quite enough to us. However, Dr. Chris Cosmo does have a nice ring to it. So instead, we are honored to be awarding this first, as John said, scholarship, ministerial scholarship to Sarah Awad. And yes, a hand for her. We fell in love with Sarah right from the beginning of the interview process. And years earlier, Sarah fell in love with our Science of Mind teaching. And she has fiercely pursued, despite personal challenges and roadblocks, her dream and her desire to become a CSL minister. She has a compelling story and a compelling spirit, and we are so thrilled to be supporting her in this endeavor. So we'll let Sarah speak for herself. Jerry, will you run the video?
Hello, my name is Sarah Awad, and I am the 2023 recipient of the Reverend Chris Michaels Scholarship. Words simply cannot express the depth of my gratitude for this incredible gift. My journey to ministry started many years ago as a young mother, trapped in an abusive marriage, financially dependent on my husband with no clear vision for the future. And now, 10 years later, I'm almost a minister and standing on my own 2 feet. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a clear testament of the power and the impact of our Science of Mind teaching. Thank you so much to the Scholarship Committee and to all of you here at CSL Fort Lauderdale for blessing me with the opportunity to continue my ministerial journey through this brave new chapter in my life. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Kathy Hearn at Holmes Institute, for seeing the potential in me all of those years ago when my journey was just beginning. thank you to Reverend Christian Sorensen, Senior Minister at My Home Center Seaside Center for Spiritual Living in San Diego, for continuing to support and nurture my spiritual growth through all of life's ups and downs. And last but not least, thank you to my 3 beautiful daughters, Anissa, Zainab, and Amira, who show up for me every day to support me in achieving my dreams. To all of you this morning, always remember to keep your dreams alive. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your spiritual family. I love you.
And we love you, CSL family. Thank you for making this possible. For Sarah, this is the work that we do beyond these walls that have incredible impact on the world. Thank
There we go. I'm good, thank you. We can go home now. What a service that we've had. Thank you so much. Ministerial school, man, I tell you what, it was probably the most challenging, I would say, the most challenging achievement that ever happened in my life, but I was so grateful and so fulfilled to finish and to be here and to be your senior minister. This is the path of what God calls us forth. Not everyone's called to be a minister, but we can call forth the goodness of our life within, and this is why we're here. We're doing great work here at CSL. So let's think about what we are here to talk about this month. This is the month of healing, and we're using a great book. I love this book, so get your copy. It is Get Over It, Thought Therapy for Healing the Hard Stuff. How many of us have hard stuff that we want to heal? And this book gives us this thought therapy that we can think about, but to have an embodiment of what we're thinking. See, I know people who can talk about transformation, and then I look and see if there has been a full transformation in their life. Those who live these principles are the ones who are moving forward and who are really approaching spiritual growth as an embodiment of what we are learning. The first week we had a healing retreat, and y'all, the healing retreat still stays with me. We talked about areas in your life that's calling forth for a healing, and I believe that there's not a disease. There's a dis-ease within our minds, within our spirit. So there is a practice of healing. In the first week, we talked about the practice of healing. It is not just a decision that I want to heal, but we have to practice the healing. Last week, we celebrated Ramadan, Passover, Easter. We celebrated the life of our dear beloved Darlene Pfeiffer. And we talked about letting go of the old skin, the things that we hold on to. When we come out of hibernation, there is a time that we got to shed the old self so we can move into the fullness of life. Today we're talking about spiritual wellness, and it is a pathway to wholeness. I believe this journey to wholeness is something that you just don't get to ta-da overnight. It is a practice. It is what we put into place that we remember what spiritual wellness is all about. So when I say wellness, the first thing that might come to your mind is the wellness of the body, like health, wholeness, fitness. But there is also a term called spiritual wellness. So today we're going to discuss what is spiritual wellness, why do we consider this a journey, and what is this idea around the mindset of wholeness? So when I think about a spiritual journey to wholeness, or I think about our spiritual wellness, I think about it as a state of being. It's not something that we can do, although we do things that allow us to get to the state of being. The things that we do, the practices that we do is meditation. I believe meditation is the first thing that will open us up to a realization of who and what we are. There is visioning. And today we start our monthly visioning core. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome to come into the community room and sit and be in meditation, a contemplative meditation to catch God's idea for the Center for Spiritual Living. This is a spiritual practice I'm inviting us all to do. The other practices is prayer. And I love the reading that we had today about prayer and why prayer is so important. Another practice that's very near and dear to my heart is yoga. Listen, I believe that most of us forget the physical practice because it's easy to go, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Next thing you know, you're waking up, you're 59 years old going, what happened to later? Where did it go? We have to take care of this body. Why? Because this is the body of spirit. And we have the practice of community, fellowship, sacred study. We got to get into classes. Why? Classes is going to change your life. See, we can talk and we can sit here and listen about all the things that are happening in science of mind. We can give you the principles. But until you get into a class and you sit down and you begin to go through your exploration, will it ever become living? So when we talk about spiritual wellness, I'm talking about a state of peace, a state of inner peace. I'm talking about healing, of course, one of our core values, joy. How many of us want more joy in our life? Yeah, I think we all should be raising both hands and a couple feet. Feeling connected, serenity. Lord have mercy, if I could have a little bit more serenity in my life. And that is a spiritual practice. How about love? And when we talk about love, do you know the love that we're talking about? I'm not talking about the romantic love. I'm talking about unconditional love, love that just is, love that's created everything. When we talk about oneness, really having a sense of what oneness really is, being free to accept ourselves, this all comes from our spiritual wellness, our journey to wholeness. When we're saying yes to wholeness, we're saying yes to being grounded, being fulfilled, having a purpose in our life. The other part about spiritual wellness, which I believe we don't really talk about, is aligning your life with your beliefs and your values. See, we can say, oh, I believe in oneness, but am I practicing? Am I living oneness every single day of my life? And as Dr. Ferd, amazing talk on abundance. Thank you, Dr. Ferd. Our core values is love, healing, oneness. It is abundance, spiritual growth, sacred service, diversity, and inclusivity. But what does it mean to live a life of love? What does it mean to live a life of unconditional love? That is the embodiment of core values that were created by our community. What does it mean to live a life that you know that you're connected to the divine source that is love? Some people call it God. I call it both, love and God. Our core value is healing. What does it mean to live a life of healing? What does it mean to be in the practice of healing, of oneness, of abundance, of spiritual growth, sacred service? Why do we serve? Because we know that this is going to sustain us in this building, in our community. Service is key because we believe in service. Diversity and inclusivity. When I got here, the core value was diversity. I said to Dr. Chris, it's not complete because diversity means difference. Inclusivity means I'm welcoming you to the table. Come on, have a seat with me. And then there is another part of it that we haven't even talked about. When you start off recognizing diversity, inclusivity, we move to equality. See, we want to create a world that works for everyone. Not just the 1%, not just the women, not just the men, everybody. That is why these core values are so important. Are we living a life of equality? You know, one of the greatest teachers I have, I've never met her yet. I know one day I will because I'm setting that intention. I want you to listen to Oprah Winfrey about belief, and then I want you to have your own moment of belief with me. Let's play that video, Jerry, please.
What is my belief practice today? Today, I feel the fierce love of all that is God. So deeply, so strongly, and so purely in my heart that it lifts and carries me, and sometimes I actually feel weightless. That is God, because I feel it in all things. I actually awaken to birds twittering in the morning now, the original tweets. And because I'm not so focused on, because I've reached a point in my life where I actually pay attention to every breath. And my spiritual practice is that I awaken, and the first thought is thank you. And the next thought is, I'm still here in this body. And my heart's desire is to want to live and be in this body fully present to everything, to all beings, to all things, to not miss this experience of being here, now, on the planet we call Earth.
What I love about that video, and it's one of my very favorite videos, in 2.5 minutes, Oprah spoke all of our core values in one succinct statement, in one moment. I truly, truly believe that. Now, what I love about what we're about to do next week, we're about to have our new member class. And some of us are TPL members, and that's one thing, but being an official member of CSL, you have to come to our new member course, and I want you to come and join us next week. But before we do that, if you're on the fence, if I need to be a member of CSL, well, I want you to listen to this, and this is our belief. And if you've heard this before, I want you to listen as if you're hearing this for the very first time. This is what we believe at CSL. We believe in one God expressing itself through every living being. We believe that God is personal to everyone and makes itself known to all who realize its presence. We believe that God is love and only creates out of the desire to express more love. We believe and trust that God has in mind the highest and greatest good for every person and is always seeking to bring the good into their life. We believe that our thoughts is creative and that how we choose to think creates our personal experience. We believe that by changing the way we think, we can affect our lives in a positive, healing way. We believe in the unity of all life, the immortality of the individual soul forever unfolding. We believe in the internal goodness, the internal loving kindness, and the givingness of life to all. That is what we believe. That is why I'm up here, because I believe this. So once we get into our mind of what we believe, we go on this journey. I want to believe that life is giving the goodness to everyone. It is a journey. So we are aligning our core values and our beliefs in this journey of life. The journey that we're on has no destination. Sometimes in my yoga class, at the end of a hard pose, we'll go boom, and we'll come back here, and I'll say, what do y'all say? And they all go, ta-da. That is the response, and that is a mantra. Ta-da. You know what ta-da is short for? Ta-ta-da-da. Anyway, but thank you. Somebody got that in the house. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. But as we go on this journey, once we hit ta-da in yoga, guess what? To learning that pose. Spiritual practices and spiritual unfoldment, it's about what else can I learn here? There is even a belief that once we cross over to life after life, there'll still be more to learn in another dimension. It is a journey with no destination. It is spiritual growth. This is why classes are so important. This is why you get a chance to grow spiritually once you start to read about it, dissect it in your life, and see where it drops you. This journey that I'm talking about is a journey of self-love. Some of us don't understand what self-love is and why it's so important, because if you don't love yourself, you can't fully love somebody else. This is the journey of self-realization that we are loved. When we're on this journey, it's about gaining wisdom. And what I mean by wisdom is the experience, a time in experiencing with God, with spirit, with love. We can only gain wisdom by being into the space with spirit. It takes time. In this journey, we will gain understanding. What does it truly mean to be one with everything? Being one with people we like, people we don't like. How about being one with the trees and that storm we had, that flood? We were one with the flood, and some of us didn't want to be one with the flood, but we were. What does it truly mean to have an understanding about God as your life? What about clarity? On this journey, we're gaining clarity, clear thinking. Here's one I love. I call it my personal truth, because I believe there's a spiritual truth. There's spiritual principles that just is, period. But then you have your personal truth. My personal truth is, as a minister, I'm going to be openly gay man up on the pulpit, being myself so I can show other people you can be yourself. On this journey that we're on, I know people who know about God, and I know people who know God. It is the unfolding. This journey will teach you who and what you are. And as we are moving forward on this journey, it is always coming back to one simple thing. We are whole and complete from the start. Our spirit is whole and complete from the start. There is nothing missing out of any of you. There is no throwbacks in the bunch. Your spirit is complete and whole. Now, sometimes we have the experience of in our body temple, in our knees, in our back. We have that experience, but your spirit can never be harmed, changed, or damaged. Our spirit is the Spirit of God. This is a state of consciousness. I always go back to this whole idea of what wholeness is. Wholeness is a state of consciousness when we are in harmony with God, in harmony with everything. Your mind, body, and spirit are one. That's another form of wholeness. This journey is understanding that we are spiritual beings first, and our mind is here to support our spirit. Our body is here to support our spirit, but they work as one, as a representation of the one. What I love about this journey to wholeness that we've been talking about through healing, through meditation, through visioning, through all the things that we are experiencing here, it's always about going back to that place of wholeness. Everything is designed for our highest good, to wake up to our divinity. Panashazai says this, that our humanity is a journey to our divinity. This is why we're here. We're here to wake up. So I want to leave you with this. Those parts of yourself that you want to hide, those parts of yourself that you don't like, those parts of yourself that you think that people don't like, those are the ones that require you to embrace and to love. Love those parts of yourself that you don't like. Because guess what? Those two are God. Those two are a part of you. Those two are a part of this experience. You got to love every part of yourself. You got to love what you consider your strengths, what you consider your weaknesses, your vulnerability, the ego. Only the ego wants to eradicate the ego. So let me tell you something. Your ego was divinely given to you. And even in that, we have to learn to love the ego. We don't live by the ego. We use the ego to support our spirit. This journey that we're on, this healing journey, is really about coming back to our true self, our nature, our love. We get to wake up. We get to wake up here and now so we can continue to create a community where other people can come and wake up. So I want you to take your spiritual wellness. I want you to utilize it. I want you to go into your practices. I want you to take it to heart. Your spiritual wellness is key. Understand that you're on a journey. Your life is a journey, and continue to be willing to wake up to your wholeness and to your true nature. You are God in the flesh. Are you with me, CSL? Yes. Then my job is done, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. We got that out. Thank you, God. Thank you. And if you are here for the very first time, we welcome you again from our hearts. And this is the time that we get to celebrate the law of giving, the law of abundance that Dr. Ferd was talking about. We give from our hearts, and we're going to pass the basket here in the building. So I want all our ushers to please come forward here. And we give from a place because of abundance, knowing that abundance can't run out. We have everything, so we give from our hearts, knowing what the intention is to keep our community whole and sustainable. And if you're at home, thank you so much. We want you to give as well. Don't miss out on your blessing. Go to our website, cslftl.org, and click on the Give button or on the app. We have over 1,000 downloads now in our app, so I'm very excited about that. We are getting out there in the world. They know who we are, CSL Fort Lauderdale. You can hit the Give button, and you give right there from the app. TPL members, thank you so much. TPL members and partners, we love you, and we thank God for you because we get to do our due diligence with our business matters, and thank you so much. So if you want to join the TPL program, please see us out in the lobby after service. We have a gala that's coming up. It's going to be a wonderful night, y'all. Don't miss it. It's going to be so, so good, and you can get your tickets for that as well. Let's bless this money that's coming through the doors. Let's go within. So I'm just so grateful for this moment. I'm so grateful for this life. I'm so grateful for the spiritual community of CSL. So grateful we get to come together here week after week after week and celebrate love, diversity, inclusivity, equality. We get to celebrate life itself. I know that all needs are met in the mind of God, so we are the representation of all needs that are met. And as we freely give, we shall open ourselves to freely receive. This is the life that we have said yes to, and I'm giving thanks. And I simply allow all this to be in spirit. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, ushers. Please go out and multiply.
Just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. All right, guys, a very simple song. I want y'all to sing it with us. It goes like this. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. Anything I want, say it with us, it is mine. Anything I want, it is mine. Perfect health, it is mine. Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine.
You know, I love me some Karen Drucker. Ooh, Karen Drucker. Oh my goodness, it is mine. Those are words to really affirm your truth. It is already within you, and it is yours by saying so. So our meditation today is really about going in within you in your own spiritual wellness and claim what is yours. Is it divine health? Is it a form of abundance, prosperity? What about love? What about joy? What about peace? It is yours. But we have to speak it, we have to own it, and affirm it. So let's go into meditation.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me and through me. As in and through me. As God is all around me.
And as we go within, as we take time just to settle into this space, I want us to breathe together. And I want you to bring into consciousness these words. It is mine. Bring into your consciousness what it is that you're claiming for yourself. It is mine. So let's just breathe in together. Take a breath in, big inhale. Now hold your breath at the very top. And in your mind, say, it is mine. And release the breath. Let's do that again, 2 more rounds. Let's take a deep breath in through our nostrils, as much air as you can get in. Breathe in. And breathe in a little bit more. Hold your breath at the very top. Allow yourselves to regulate with the prana in your mind. Repeat, it is mine. Exhale, let go. One more time. Take a deep breath in through our nostrils. Breathe in. As much air as you can get. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And hold the breath at the very top. And know that it is yours. Repeat after me. It is mine. Full release. Continue to breathe. And let's settle into our stillness. It is yours. is done as you believe. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. It is yours by saying so. So whatever it is that you're looking to manifest in your life, claim it. It is already done in the mind of God, therefore it shall be done in your life. So together, we get to seal this deal, this covenant, an agreement by activation with our Om. Let's take a deep breath in. Release your breath. Let's inhale for the Om. Inhale. Beautiful. And so it is. Yes. What a great service today. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in this building. Thank you for being a part of our family. Don't forget, right after this, we're going to start our Visioning Core every third Sunday of the month. We're going to get together. We're going to vision, and we're going to catch God's idea for our life here at CSL. And don't forget, please go to our guest services, find out ways that you can take classes, get involved. You can get your gala tickets. Got so much going on here at CSL. You can't be bored. You can't be bored. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do our affirmation together. Let's stand up, grab your affirmation. Yes, 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 yes. And Mike said, make sure you have the right affirmation this Sunday. So I do. I hope so, but I'm going to let you all start. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Let's do this affirmation together. Here we go. Today, I bless my journey to wholeness as I live my greatest life. Ashe, and so it is. Yes. So let's remember this together. There's only but one power, one presence, one mind, and that is the presence in the mind of God. Knowing that we are divinely connected to the Spirit, we're divinely connected to Spirit itself. And today we get to rise up. We get to own our core values, our beliefs, and we get to go and leave out of here and show the world what love looks like, what diversity looks like, what inclusivity looks like. This is our mandate. This is what we've been called forth to do. So I bless each and every one of us as we leave out from here, knowing that we are already in Spirit. Therefore, the day is good. It is beautiful. Our life is beautiful. And I simply allow all this to be in Spirit, in the law, knowing it's already done. And so it is. Amen, amen. Yes. At home, we'll be back here at 10:30, same time next Sunday. And please stay for our final song, This Is My Wish. Peace and blessings, y'all. Yes. This is my wish, I wish for the world, that peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. All right. There be peace on earth. Thank you. Peace on earth. Hey. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let there be voice be heard. Hey. Let there be peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Oh, 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 Thank you for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.